Hello, Jody. How are you this morning? Here it comes on the real speakers. So, today is not cooking in quarantine. Today is now cleaning up in quarantine. Hello, Denise. I have something very exciting to share with you guys. Look inside my fridge. Can you see? Do you see what it looks like in there? There is a lower row that has eggs, yogurt, vodka, and ravioli. Otherwise, I have a clean fridge. Hello, Sale. So I've pulled out, I've already been this morning, I've cleaned up, I've taken one bag of garbage downstairs, and I'm starting to fill up another one. I found a few things, like I was thinking to myself, I wonder when I put these jalapenos in vinegar. Well, the last time I bought jalapenos, they went bad in July of 19. So these have probably been in here since July of 18. And it's possible that it's July of 17. I'm looking at this as a beautiful new ball jar in my life. And these are a couple of square inches of space left now in my kitchen. So, hello, Carolyn. So now what I've done is I've been able to take these little guys, and I've got pickled stuff with pickled stuff. Of course, I do need a new jar of these, but we'll talk about that later. And then I have mustards and cherries and Tracy Faulkner's delicious pepper jelly right there. And so now that's put away. And the thing that has sort of inspired me this morning and made me realize that I have to find something to do interesting for tomorrow, as I thought, oh, how long has this gochujang been in my fridge? Now, Hugo and I picked it up one day after eating Indian food, and we came home and made a quick kimchi, which was great. But I picked this up this morning to see if it was still good, and it's kind of put a little hole in my heart because it was manufactured on 12/17, my birthday in 2018, and it's best before my sister's birthday in June of 2020. So I'm going to be spending some time today, tomorrow, looking up some cool things to do with this, because I think that that's the Earth's Jung's way of telling me I should pay attention to gochujang. So that's going to go there. I had a couple of little end hunks of blue cheese. So I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to crumble those up. You know, we like blue cheese dressing in my house. And so there's that. This is something that I think is hilarious. I have this good, well-made, doesn't smell awesome for wine plastic glass, and it is full of ketchup and mayonnaise and mustard and Texas Pete hot sauce. I might keep those. I don't have any Texas Pete here. And the good sriracha sauce. I mean, really, guys, I live in for less than 400 square feet, and I'm giving this kind of space to my fridge. It's all going in the rubbish bin. My apologies to the makers of packaged condiments, but I no longer have room for you in my life. I decided that I realized that this was bacon grease that I saved from one of our early weeks of cooking in quarantine. The bacon that it came from wouldn't fry. When I tried to fry it the other day, it scared me. I don't have an explanation for it. Do we think the bacon fat is still good? I don't know. I'm thinking I might throw it away. I'm throwing everything away. That's my story today, guys. So, the music is a little loud. Maria Callas was always a little loud. That's who she was. She liked to take all the space in the room. Hello, Miss Watts. Look, Daria Deppa and Deborah Watts. You two are right next to each other on saying hello, and you're both excellent music teachers. So, there we go. So, guys, what I would like to say to you today is, because I'm trying to organize, as you've seen, the fridge is empty. I thought maybe I might, and I might still do it. I've only been on here for a few minutes. But anyway, so I've got this all going to get everything organized and taken care of. I still have a tiny bit of beets and a little bit of blue cheese dressing. As we said, the blue cheese is over here, and some green beans. And that's really all I have left to eat except a package of Trader Joe's ravioli. So I'm excited about getting to go to the grocery store tonight or tomorrow or something. So I'm really also proud of myself, if I can say that, for doing a good job of eating all my food and not letting anything go to waste. And so since we're not going to let things go to waste, let me move this over here and I'll show you what I thought might be fun to make. I'm trying to get all the ketchup out of here and into here so that maybe I'll make a tiny meatloaf or something with a little bit of ketchup, and I have one jalapeno pepper. So these are the things I'm going to try to incorporate into cooking for the next 2 days and that kind of thing. Hello, Mike. And throw it in the rubbish bin. I think that's about my fat. So I'm throwing it all in the bin, right? All right, so now what's left in here? What's very little left in my fridge, but I have a tiny bit of the good horseradish. So this will mean that I need to go to the market to the Union Square Market on Saturday and get more good horseradish. Because once you become accustomed to better than golds, you just can't really live without better than golds. So what I'm going to do is make, since you see there's hardly anything to eat in my house, I'm going to whip up a little horseradish tuna, which I think is going to be really good on my red onions and beets. What do you think? So here we go. Grab a quick bowl, and I've just got tuna and water today. And, here we go. And I'm going to give that a little squeeze to drain it out a little bit. I have nothing. I do have a little red onion half uncut. So if I wanted to put some crunch in here, I could, but I'm not. I'm just going to go super, super simple because I'm just looking for a way to help me get the beets down, right? Not that eating beets is a challenge, but it is nice after a couple of days of beets on things to mix it up. So, a little tuna. I really wish I were left-handed so I could do it like this so you could see it coming out. Or if I had a magic place to put the camera over here. So, now I don't like my tuna salad to be too wet. Well, it's like things are not where they're supposed to be. And they're not. Ta-da. All right, so since I'm getting to the end of this, I might... Sorry. Hello, Phil. How are you? Am I ever going to get this off? We may not be having this because I may not be able to get the jar open. Hang on a second. I can do this. I'm so happy with my new no holes in them dishwashing gloves. I can use them for all manner of things. So now, can I get it? Oh, there we go. Finally, done. So who else? Hello, Kathy. There we go. So I need to get all these little bits and pieces out of here. And I'm just going to let this run through here. I don't want to lose any because I don't have a lot. But I don't want it to be too wet. So this is probably about a heaping tablespoon of horseradish that's going into 1 can of tuna. In a real world, if I had plenty and I was making horseradish tuna, I'd put 2 heaping tablespoons because I love horseradish. And now all this talk of horseradish is going to make me have to make Bloody Marys this weekend, I'm sure. So, a little horseradish. I always get tuna with no salt because I always figure it's better to put your own salt in than somebody else's. Who knows where that salt comes from, right? And there we go. So I'm going to put just a little spoonful of, I've already put the mustards away, haven't I? So I'm just going to put a little spoonful of mayonnaise. And then we're going to hop over here and get some mustard. Let's see. Ooh, Phil Sineath, in honor of you, I'm going to put a little sweet hot Mr. Mustard in my horseradish tuna salad today. I always think of you whenever I buy a jar or open a jar or use a jar of sweet hot Mr. Mustard. So again, it's a small one, so just a little bit. You don't want it to be too much. And try to get the mayonnaise out of the mustard when you use the same spoon over and over again. So here's this. So really, guys, how easy was that? Just a little mayonnaise, a little mustard, a little bit of horseradish, which is going to pop up, I think, on the beets and give everything just a little flavor, a little zip, a little zing. If anybody out there is thinking about, oh, well, you know, I try not to use mayonnaise, try Greek yogurt and make yourself a little Greek yogurt Dijonnaise, and that can either cut it back or limit it entirely. And okay, I'm gonna have to go medieval on these fruit flies. I killed one this morning and one just tried to go up my nose. I don't know what I've done to deserve the fruit flies. So anyway, here we go. Let's see what we can put together. If we can make a no food in the house dinner look like a dinner. So we're gonna take our beets and onions that have been sitting here marinating around in one of my homemade dressings around here for the last few days. And they've gone into a couple of salads, and I've eaten them when I've run in and just been too hungry to think, or because I think of beets. Beets are my friend. I love a lot of beets. So there's a nice little pile of beets there. And a nice little scoop of not overly wet, but nice and spicy tuna salad. That looks pretty good. Okay, we'll reuse that later. I have some beautiful green beans here, so I'm just going to lay those there. Might as well get a few more in there. And this is almost starting to look like a salad compose, right? If I had a little green to put there in the middle. So it's not anything big or fancy, but it's a great way to do some things. So let's see. So, right, see, Duke's mayo, fresh rosemary, tuna salad, capers. Oh, yum, that's a great combo. Tuna salad. Oh, did I eat my bread pudding? Oy vey. Let's talk about the bread pudding. First of all, that bread pudding I made yesterday was amazing. I'm not even going to apologize because it's not my recipe. The Keeneland recipe. Amazing. I took my biggest cocktail shaker and cut out big rounds of it, put them on paper plates, not paper plates, but fallen palm plates, took them to all the porters in the building. I took the small one and took it to my neighbor. I decided yesterday I'd eaten the equivalent of 4 Sister Schubert's rolls turned into pudding. I woke up this morning, I weigh 8 pounds more than I did on Tuesday. So that's how good it was. And I don't like sweets. So I cannot say to anybody strongly enough, go and pull up that. As a matter of fact, I'll take a picture of it and put it on yesterday's show. That it was fantastic. I mean, it couldn't be simpler. It's basically, what was it? A cup of eggs, a cup of sugar, to 4 eggs, to 4 cups of milk. That's the basis of it. And so anything above and beyond that, and then that would have been 6 cups of bread. So 6, 4, 4, and 1. Absolutely amazing. But I'll try to remember to post that for everybody. I can't sing its praises highly enough. And I realized that once you have that there, you could put any spice that really, I keep thinking I've got some star anise, and I would love to soak some star anise in the milk for an overnight and then make it the next day. I think that would be great, and I might try that. But on a day when I have plenty of people coming in to eat the damn stuff, pardon my language. So guys, there you go. That's it. I know it's a quick and breezy cooking in quarantine, but until I get my full staff and I can send them to clean out the fridge and go do grocery shopping and menu planning for me, I have to kind of, you guys have to go along with me. And I realized this morning that now in this new reality that we live in, that all the chores seem to come up at the same day. My refrigerator is empty and needs cleaning out. I need to eat the last little bits of food. You should see, the laundry is out of control. I need to do the laundry. I realize I can't remember the last time I changed the sheets. So I have more to do than I can possibly do, and I'm busier than I've been in years. So there you go. So guys, I love you. You guys make me sing and make me so happy to have a reason to be and to keep from eating just goat cheese and walnut salads all the time. So thank you guys for keeping me up and keeping me together and keeping me focused. And that's so important. And so I'm going to say to you, whatever you have done to find your focus, celebrate that today. I know a lot of you are doing crafts and doing and cooking also, or making masks, or anything that you can do to kind of make your community a little better place, make your home a little better place, make your family a little happier. So whatever you're doing to step outside of yourself. I was just talking to a colleague earlier this morning who's feeling anxious about having to do this kind of thing for work, being on camera. And I said, I've got a few tips to give you. Take a couple of YouTube tutorials on how to do stage makeup and on how to do lighting, because if you do those things, then you'll be able to get out of your ego. And if you don't have to feel like you got to be like looking at yourself and making sure you're at the right angle all the time, then you'll actually be able to do your job and be able to communicate with people and connect with people. So that's what I'm going to say to you. Is my message for the day is get out of your ego and get out of yourself and do something for somebody else. If there's somebody that you've been thinking, I'd really like to talk to that person, but I haven't talked to them in so long it would feel uncomfortable. That's your ego. Pick up the phone and call them. So take care of yourself. Get some exercise. It's a beautiful day today, even though I understand we're going to have an unprecedented May snowstorm this weekend. Hooray! So, yeah, there you go, before the snowstorm rolls in. So, guys, again, I thank you for giving me the emotional support that I need so much. I appreciate everything about each and every one of you for coming here every day. And my greatest blessing in return would be that you take care of you and take care of those around you. And when your family is good, take care of your community too. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Is it Thursday? I don't even know anymore. Goodbye.